11 years ago today, Modern Warfare 2 was revealed to the whole world. It was a crazy time back then, from 2007 to 2009. After Call of Duty 4 Modern Warfare was out of its life cycle, we wanted another one. But in 2008, we got Call of Duty World at War. Two of the most classic Call of Duties that you can find on the market. It was basic variety, meaning you didn't have too much of customization. You had one perk per slot, you had one attachment per slot, and that was it. But don't get me wrong when I say basic variety. That variety at the time was all we needed. It was the most fun I've had in Call of Duty ever, playing Call of Duty 4 with friends and World at War. But after that, what came in 2009? Modern Warfare 2. We did not know what this game was going to be, but when we seen the E3 demo back in 2009, it was absolutely mind-blowing. Remind you, back in the 2000s, we didn't think we will ever see a game like Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2. It was so game-changing that at that point, everybody wanted this game after its reveal. It was one of the most anticipated Call of Duties ever. People still love this game to this day, regardless of the endless bugs that was in multiplayer. Of course, we had a campaign in Spec Ops and people played that. Modern Warfare 2 had one of the best campaigns of all time. But a lot of people's attention was on the multiplayer. Multiplayer was definitely in its own lane, meaning that it doesn't compare to today's Call of Duty. Meaning that this game was so overpowered that everybody loved it. I loved it. But of course, it became spam. Noob tubes, rocket launchers, death streaks, overpowered perks, one-man army, danger close, commando lunge, model 1887 shooting like a sniper. The game was all over the place. And of course, we did not get that patch that Modern Warfare 2 deserved. But at the end of the day, Modern Warfare 2 had one of the funnest multiplayers ever. It wouldn't suit in today's age of gaming anyway because it was too overpowered. It just wouldn't be handled with today's gamers. We did get Modern Warfare 2 campaign remastered back in March. And of course, the game sold very well, selling 3.4 million units. And of course, I would expect that for Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 Remastered. Now, you could probably already guess where I'm going with this. If the game was to release with a multiplayer, I would say that number would have quadrupled. Because everybody loves Modern Warfare 2, right? You can ask basically anybody that plays Call of Duty. Modern Warfare 2 this, Modern Warfare 2 that. And I want multiplayer for Modern Warfare 2. But that brings me to my next point. Modern Warfare 2019 came out in October of 2019, of course. And as of right now, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 is the best-selling game of 2020. At the end of April, Modern Warfare is currently the 4th fastest-selling game in US tracked history. Let that sink in. The 4th fastest-selling game in US tracked history. That is absolutely insane. Now, I already know what you're thinking. If they didn't add Warzone, it wouldn't even be top 10. Wrong. That game was already on track of being the most selling Call of Duty or in history since the launch of this game. Believe it or not, Call of Duty Modern Warfare's title already bought people. Even back in May of 2019 when the game was revealed. After that reveal, millions bought the game. And then you add a free-to-play component to Modern Warfare. Come on, it is the best business format ever. Everybody's talking about Call of Duty Modern Warfare. This game probably has the best player retention in any Call of Duty. Even after its life cycle, people will still be playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare. That's how much of a staple this game is. Now, it may be flying under the radar for some of you, but this game is one of the best Call of Duties ever. Of course, I have some disagreements with skill-based matchmaking and some of the map designs, but it's just a booming game, you know, and that's why it's working for Infinity Ward. Regardless of how you feel about the game, it's considered one of the best. It will be considered one of the best Call of Duties ever, period. And that brings me back to the point of Modern Warfare 2 Remastered not having no multiplayer. Because Modern Warfare is doing so good, Activision, I feel like they just don't want to split the community at this point. They understand Modern Warfare 2 is a huge money maker, but it is a safety blanket at this point. If CoD 2021 and Sledgehammer makes that free-to-play Call of Duty, that's probably when you will see Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer remastered, or whatever you want to call it, come out. Because it's a free-to-play COD, and then you'll package it with the COD that you can charge $40 for, or extra $20. You know, it all makes sense. You have to think about the future, and that's why I feel like Modern Warfare 2 Remastered does not have no multiplayer right now. But Modern Warfare 2 was revealed 11 years ago today, and I can see it come out with multiplayer way down the line or in the future. We don't know what's going to happen, and I know you guys are waiting patiently for the day of something happening with the multiplayer for Modern Warfare 2, and I'm waiting just like you. But other than that, this is your boy Gunner 2 bringing you another video. Please like and subscribe and comment your ideas below, and I am out, man. Peace.